Welcome, guys, to this last day of 30 days of yoga. You've committed 30 days to yoga, to your health and your flexibility and your movement. That's amazing. Let's sit nice and tall, ground yourself for a couple of breaths here. In and out through the nose. And switch your legs so the other is in front. And circle your arms up and interlace them at the top and twist yourself to the left. And back to center and to the right. Twist yourself to the right. And back to center and release the hands. And now put your left hand to your left knee, right hand to the left knee, and the left hand behind you, and look slightly behind you as much as you can without hurting your neck. And back to center. Let's do the other side. Right hand to the left hand to the right knee, and the right is behind you. You look slightly behind you. And back to center. And come on to the hands and knees. Table pose. Arms under shoulders, knees under hip. And circle your right arm up and down through your arm. Level your hips. Extend your left leg out, and the left hand, you can hook it at your right leg. And back to center, press yourself up, back to table pose, and circle your left arm up, the left arm up and through, put it down to the ground, level your hips, extend your right leg out, and you can hook your right arm to the left thigh. And come on back to center, press yourself up gently, tuck your toes and push yourself up to downward facing dog. Start bicycling your legs, wake them up this morning or evening whenever you're doing this. And straighten your leg. Breathe into the stretch and feet to the hands. In exhale, fold forward, inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold forward, inhale, rise up to mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant the palms and step back into plank pose. Lower down to the ground and upward facing dog. Thighs and knees off the ground. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg and put it between the hands. Left knee down to the ground and into a low lunge. Arms up. Now make a fist with your left. Put it to your right knee and wrap your other hand around it. And hands down to the ground and plank pose. Lower down to the floor and upward facing dog and downward facing dog. And feet to the hands. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up to mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant the palms, step back into plank pose. Lower down to the ground and upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Lift your left leg and put it between the hands. Put your knee down and rise into a low lunge, arms up. Make a fist with your right, put it to your knee, and your left wraps around your fist. And release, arms down, come into a plank pose, lower down to the ground and upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And here, the rain surprised me, so I had to film the rest in my apartment. It's not ideal, but I really want to finish that day. So you get to enjoy my little cats roaming around me during yoga. Okay, so you should be in the downward facing dog. And now feet to the hands. Fold forward, inhale halfway up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up to mountain pose. And exhale, hands to heart. Move to the long side of the mat. Feet nice and wide. Hands to the hips. And with a long spine, fold over. Fold forward. Put your right arm down. The left rises up. And now put your right arm to your left foot. Back to center, and now the left arm down, right arm up. And bring your hand to your foot. Left hand is on the right foot. And back to center. Put your hands to the hips and with a long spine, rise up. And hop to the mountain pose. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant the palms, then back into plank pose. Lower down to the floor. And rise up to upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Lift your right leg, hold it at your chest, and then put it between your hands. Put your left leg slightly diagonal and rise up. And place your hands at the knee and fold over your right leg. Put the arms down and come to a plank. Lower down to the ground and inhale, upward facing dog, thighs and knees off the floor. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg, hold it at your chest and bring it between the hands. Your right leg, right foot is slightly diagonal. Rise up and interlace your hands and fold over your left leg. Put the arms down, come to plank. The knees down, lower down to the floor. Inhale, upward facing dog, thighs and knees off the floor. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet to the hands, exhale. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up to mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart. Step your left leg back, face the front to the mat, and interlace your hands at the back. Or you can bring the palms together at your back and fold over with a long spine, as much as you can. Put the right arm down to your right foot and look up to your arm, a variation of triangle pose. And look down, come on up with a long spine, mountain pose. And put your right leg back, slightly diagonal. Interlace the hands at the back or put your palms together. Look up and fold over your leg with a long spine. Drop your left arm to the foot and look up to your arm, to your right arm. And come on up. Come to a mountain pose. And rise up to mountain pose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant the palms, step back into plank pose. Lower down to the floor and rise up to upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Come to a seat. Feet on the floor and put your right ankle just past the left knee and move yourself towards your foot with your chest. You can use the hands to support yourself. And release. Now let's do the other side. Left ankle just past the right knee and bring it into chest. Long spine here, as always. And release. Lower down to the floor, down to the mat with your back. And last time, a bridge pose. Push yourself up. Knees are over ankle. and lower down. Hug your knees into your chest. And extend your right leg out. Bring the left knee to the right and look over to your left shoulder. Come back to center, both knees in, and extend the left leg out. Bring the right to the left side and look over to your right. Come back to center, hug both knees in. And come to the final resting pose, Savasana, feet flap open, arms by your side, palms facing up. Come to natural breathing and relax for last time for this 30 days of yoga. Deepen your breath, make gentle movements, stretch yourself out, and when you're ready, roll over to your side. Thank yourself for showing up for yourself 30 days in a row. That's amazing. I'm so proud of you. Press yourself up to a seat, hands together, hands to the forehead to remind yourself to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to the heart to remind yourself to have clear and loving intentions. And hands to the mouth to remind yourself to have clear and loving communication, sending this positive energy created to all beings everywhere, going forward any amount. Namaste. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for sticking with me 30 days in a row. Yay, we're done. And let's do a happy dance. Let's get up off your mat and let's do a happy dance. Just move around, jump up and down, do whatever you want. So proud of you. Yeah, thank you so much for the 30 days. It's been amazing. And yeah, now I have a little goodie for you for sticking with me 30 days. So here you see the cat enjoying the mat. So yeah, just wait a second. It's gonna play with the mat in a second. Oh, yeah, curious. What is this? What is it doing here? It's not here. Let's see what's under there. I love them. Just one more moment, and then you see, yeah, you made it. Let's hide under there. No one's gonna find you. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little goodie, and yeah, hopefully I see you on the next videos.